Kia ora guys, Bird here. Welcome to episode 46 of Thaumcraft 5. I recorded a really nice start of the episode today for you. I do not want to start the Twitch broadcasting. I recorded a nice start of the episode today for you where I crafted up these two guys right here that we were trying to do in the last episode. And I talked about stafters and things like that, which is basically a combination of a scepter and a staff, but you can't make them here in TC5. Basically the way that I got this guy is I had to make the scepter first, which I could do, only just with our old one, the brass blaster, which is no longer there, and then I used this guy to make this guy, and then I waited off camera for these guys to fill up, and then I noticed that the audio wasn't recording, because I've got a new audio recording solution, and it is not as robust as I would like, which kind of sucks. So anyway, I've got these guys sitting out here now. This was the brass blaster. There just seems to be a little bit of a lighting bug right here, even though we're just out here in the middle of the day. It looks like we're in pitch black, at least as far as that goes. So displaying these guys, not quite as cool in previous versions of Thaumcraft, but I mean it's better than them just like sitting around in a chest, right? So anyway, what we want to get started with today is taking this I tried to say squick, I think. A quick little jaunt over here towards the tent biome. I've done a couple of changes here. I've got a couple more ethereal blooms in here just to keep the taint boxed in. That looks to be doing the job fine and dandy. I could probably save a couple here and there. Looks like this guy's doing work with the sand there. That must have been one of the newer ones. Oh, and somebody actually, somebody suggested that I should go and grab a pickaxe. Well, I should probably actually almost be able to make one, actually. Yeah, we can go ahead and make a wooden pick. Why not? It's been a while since we used wooden picks. I bet it's been a while even for you, viewer, since you used a wooden pick. Let's get a workbench. Did I have a workbench in here? No, so we needed to make... Oh, whatever. So let's see, let's go ahead and get that wooden pick going. Because somebody suggested that we try breaking this porous stone without silk touch, and by now I probably could have flown back and gotten a decent pick, but whatever. So we've got this, and it gives me cobblestone whenever I break it. Let's try breaking a little bit more of this porous stone here on camera, see if we can get anything decent out of it. Maybe I need a better pick than this. Oh, well, you guys will have to let me know about that. Anyway, yeah, that's what's going on here with the taint biome. Things are under control, things are under wraps. You could definitely expand our farm there if we wanted to. We don't really need to at this point, but yeah, we could if we wanted, which is awesome stuff. Right, so let's go ahead and head back to the base. I needed to go back here anyway, and I'm going the wrong way. There we go. Slightly disoriented. There was something that I actually wanted to make today, but unfortunately I ran out of time to actually prepare it for you properly. What I wanted to do was make the other types of masks for the Thaumium Fortress armor. Ouch. Do I have my con on me? No, I don't. I'm not wearing my armor. That kind of explains why I took some fall damage. There's some different armor in here that you can get with the this guy here. We have the Grinning Devil faceplate. That's what I was calling it, the mask. We've got the Sipping Fiend and the Angry Ghost. And I actually have all of the materials here to make that stuff. I'm just waiting on some repair books so that I can enchant them, so that, you know, they don't durabilize. So unfortunately I couldn't get that quite ready for today's episode, so I thought we would just go ahead and do something a little bit different here, just to try and fill out the rest of the research here. Basically that's kind of what we're doing at this point. This is an episode that it's falling apart on me, this episode, unfortunately. So I think what we're going to do is these two researches right here, Bottled Taint and Liquid Death. I think we'll start with Bottled Taint. This is a mostly harmless forbidden research. We're going to need our scrap and tools and paper. Pretty standard affair by now. Get those guys out. There we go. We're going to need to click in here. Grab that research note. Purple. What else did you expect? And it looks like we've got Aqua, Perditio, Potentia, and Witium. Okay, how are we going to get started with this? Well, we can't use Potentia because this is already there, so we can't use Perditio actually either because that's already there, so we're going to have to break out here and cheat some. So let's make some Potentia to get out of there nice and quick. And then I think what we're going to do is do something like weak to us over here, then that can connect over to Terra. If I can grab that, there we go. What are we going to do now? Let's try Ignis, I think. That'll be good, and then we should be able to do something like Luke's. Let's get some Luke's down. Where am I going to put that? Doesn't really matter too much, does it? Maybe I can put it like right here. So we can do that. And then we should be able to connect those two guys using Wakwas. There we go. And then these two will probably be able to connect through Wheatreus, I believe is the connector between those two. Sure enough, there it is. Now how are we going to get across there? We're not using Auto yet, so this actually works out for us. We can put Auto right there, and then we should be able to use Mortus right here. So that was actually a fairly straightforward one. The key aspect there obviously being air. Yeah, the UI is a little bit smaller here because I'm recording in a window, the unideal audio solution. Why would you want this? As the flavor text on Bottled Taint here. Let's go ahead and read about that. Oh man. Cleaning taint is one thing, but ever considered spreading it? Well, no I haven't. By concentrating and collecting the essence of a taint into a bottle, it's simply a matter of dropping it somewhere to create a patch of taint. It's up to you to decide why you'd want to do this. Well, actually having a little bit of taint around is actually kind of useful for, you know, just having that Wheatium farm, Alrum farm, two very useful aspects that you do need in large amounts, and, you know, using the Bongo Tez's leaf idea, getting that is pretty cool. So you do need a little bit of taint in your world, not too much. The biome that we've got over there, it's nice and far away, and it's a reasonable, manageable size. But yeah, just in case you don't have one of those handy, this is how you make a bottle of taint. You take a phial of Essentia as well as 8 aqua and 8 Wheatium, so it's a little bit expensive to get going, but eventually you'll be rolling in the Wheatium, that's for sure. I guess a little bit of a startup fund is needed. Takes money to make money, right? Let's go ahead and get Liquid Death here for external use only. Yes, I would not want to drop this on your head, that's for sure. So that's a moderate forbidden research, which is kind of crazy mode, and Mortus here. This again starts with two aspects that we've already got on the table. Which one are we going to use to break out of here? I think I'll start with Perditio, to be honest. Okay, I think we're just going to do kind of a similar trick here. We're going to do Victus right here, then we'll do Terra, like so. Then we'll do... It's basically going to be the exact same as far as I can tell. Then we'll do something like Wheatreus right there. We'll do Ayer. And then we'll be able to connect those two via Wakwas. This is kind of cheaty, but it's been a while since I've done some research. Cut me some slack. Yeah, oh my goodness, it's going to be basically the exact same thing. Wow, what an epic fail. But we should better connect those guys with Permutatio. That's one different aspect, guys. Give me that much. Fill it up with... Oh, okay, we're out of ink. Let's just go ahead and fill that up quick smart with some inky sackies. There we go. And then I've got this one right here as well. We'll drop that one in there, whatever. It doesn't really matter too much. And Mortus, there we go. So that's that one done and done out of the way. Let's get that one read up. Oh, I have gained Warp. I'm not sure if I've seen that message before, if at least I have. It's not very many times. Alright. So that was a moderate, and this was a mostly harmless. Does that mean there's like a chance of getting Warp? Probably. Yeah, let's read about this guy. This liquid is so dangerously toxic that virtually nothing can prevent it from dissolving flesh, bone, and even harder substances. Nothing alive, or even that displays the semblance of life, can survive it. Apart from obvious practical applications, this vile substance has another interesting property. Any Essentia dissolved creature possessed forms into crystals that can be harvested. Ooh, that's interesting. I'll leave it to the reader's imagination what uses those crystals can be put to, so there you go. That is a bucket of liquid death right there. That's cool. You drop a bucket in a crucible along with actually a lot of stuff right here. Wheatreus, that finally gets a use. Perditio and Mortus, and there's so much, but they get you a bucket of liquid death. We'll have to mess around with that at some point. That's kind of interesting, but it also... Both of these are extremely dangerous, aren't they? Yeah, I think they are. Well, unfortunately, because we missed the first segment of the episode here, I think it's a little bit shorter, unfortunately. So now it's time to finish off with the focus corner. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Focus Corner. We're doing the Focus Corner today over by my the future location of the Wizard Tower that I'd like to build. So we've got the path that's coming over here. We're going to have kind of like an ethereal, kind of not really a bridge, but basically a bridge that you're going to need magic to cross. So in layman's terms, you need a harness to get across. We're not going to have an actual bottom for it. It's going to be a magical bridge. I think I'm going to tear most of the stone down. I was just kind of laying things out just to see how it would go. We've got 3 main areas on our little wizard island here. We've got this area here, and then we've got this area here, and then this kind of area that's devoted to the entrance. I think I'm going to basically just have the one tower here, and then devote this to like an outdoorsy area. I was planning on having a lake here, or a little pool anyway, that kind of trickles down into the main lake and feeds the river, and that's kind of the water supply for the entire village. So also another thing that I've done some terraforming here. Eventually what I want to have is kind of like a mob-proof kind of thing going around, so I've got this little moat going around the entire thing. I might fill this with water, I might fill this with liquid death. We'll soon see. Anyway, let's get back to the focus corner. Holy crap. Taking a little detour there. So we've got a new wand focus here. Last time we looked at the wand focus with the, what was it called, the fireball? Something like that. Let's go ahead and get potency on there, level 1. And let's get level 2 on there, which should be Alchemist's Fire. There we go. Alchemist's Fire. This increases the potency of the elemental fire into focus, and any targets set alight will burn for much longer. Sounds good to me. Drop that in the bucket. I hope I'm not, like, messing up my local aura by doing this. This could be a potential problem. And then the third guy here, actually, I think it's Fire Beam, but I want to read the flavor text again, yeah. The focus now emits a narrow stream of fire instead of a wide swath, and it burns through anything it touches, inflicting massive damage. We're going to need 18 levels for that, oh my goodness, okay. Well, anyway, that's the focus that we're going to be going for in the next focus corner here. We'll get Fire Beam on there as well as 2 more levels of potency, and then in the next focus corner, we'll go ahead and try this guy out. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of TC5, even though it was kinda short because of my own botch up. Sorry about that. Thank you very much for watching. Kia kaha, and I'll see you in the next episode.